Hey folks, what is going on? I am Scott Schertzen alongside Mr. Ryan O'Regan and Mr. Robert Manning, and a very early good morning to you all. I'm actually talking a little bit quieter right now, a little bit softer than I normally do, where I'm usually very boisterous and loud because my wife is asleep upstairs and she's got to work in the morning. So, anywho's, we are going to be talking about X-Men 97. We are going to be doing a live stream reaction to the finale episode. Are we getting Onslaught? Are we getting Apocalypse? The bet will be settled. But before we get into all of that, gentlemen, how you guys doing?
Well, let's kick this off properly.
And demonetized. And demonetized.
Also, by the way, I
I
just
try to
love
cover
how
my voice as much as possible because, like, it's X-Men Day. It's the final X-Men Day.
Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of us who didn't expect much from this series when it was coming out, based upon whatever the animation was and everything, oh my goodness, it has been a masterclass in how to write drama for American animated shows. It's like this is the kind of writing you would probably only get from like anime, but
You know,
this has
yeah,
been superb.
it feels like a series that actually, I don't know, was made from love. It wasn't made for a job. It wasn't made for a paycheck. And this is where I concern myself going forward. But it was made for, the audience. Bo DeMeo was somebody who grew up with the series. I think he had for all the years wondered where would the story go? How, if I was ever in charge, how would I go with it? Where would I go with it? And as a result, this is the end result of his vision and frankly, probably his daydreams, and it has been a smash stellar, experience. And I'm very curious to see what ends up happening here. And also at the same time, very curious to see if they're going to wrap it up, how much they're going to wrap it up, how long the episode's going to be to see how long they're going to wrap that up. There's a lot to this right here.
so we don't even know
Yeah.
how long the episode's going to be yet.
Yeah.
Nope.
This is,
No,
yeah.
we won't know until it premieres, which is, based on Disney Plus. Which, mind you, of course, this is also going to be a watch along, everybody. So if you do want to watch with us, queue up your Disney Plus. We will be able to turn it
It's
on
not.
the
I don't
minute.
think so.
I wish.
That would be funny as heck, though.
But yeah, we will be able to go ahead and turn it on, and we will have the conversation in the chat. We will be popping up as necessary. Whoever goes ahead and wants to say something. For the first half hour right now, we are pretty much just pre-gaming in a sense
Yeah.
before the drop.
It's
But,
funny.
yeah, it's I can't remember the last time I actually wanted to do something like this for a show. That's the thing.
You wanted
Like,
this big time, too.
I did. I really did because here's the crappy thing about being on the East Coast. When California and all the people that do their stuff over there, when they get something like this drop, it's always at midnight. People are still awake, people are still vibing. We have to wait till like 3 a.m. And then by the time that we wake up and we're ready to watch something at like 8, 9 in the morning, we already have people doing the reviews from
Yeah.
California.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where's the fairness? So no, I'm
But
sticking
we
my
get
claim
New
here
Year's
and
before
now.
they do.
We are getting in on this.
But we're getting New Year's before they do every time.
That just means we're the first losers that have to live through the next year. I don't care about that. I care about this.
All right. Well, in this case here, like I said, my suspicion was we're going to see Onslaught. I think, Rob, you said you were expecting Apocalypse, correct?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
Or was that no?
No, Davion.
That was
I
just a
think was
David.
comment.
more.
Rob didn't know what to expect. All Rob knows is that Wolverine is going to be the most powerful he's ever been now.
All right. Elaborate.
Well, because and I don't know how to pronounce the word, but the stuff his claws are made out of
Adamantium.
Adamantium.
Yeah, that word. Because I'm gonna call them bunnies instead of the actual stuff. But anyways, so yes, in the comic books, when the stuff is ripped out of him, like Magneto did, that stuff was actually holding him back. It was a controlled substance. That and then so then the stuff coming out he's probably prediction is he's probably going to be dead for a couple minutes, but until they can put him like in their like thing to until he actually self regenerates because he still has the power to self regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
That's his mutant power, and that's when he'll become more of a beast because the Antimaniac, the stuff was holding him back. So yeah, he's gonna become his
Adamantium.
most powerful self, but we probably won't get to see that until season 2 is what I'm thinking, and he does become more of an animal than human. So
all right, Ryan.
I mean, it's definitely possible. I mean, I do have to say I appreciate the idea of not focusing so much on Wolverine because we've already gotten so much of that in the movies with Hugh Jackman and Wolverine being like the central focus of so much. I am glad that they've actually used the series, much in the same way the first series did, to really try to expand upon all of the X-Men. Everyone gets their fair share. Everyone gets their time to shine. I
I
don't
think
know
season
if Well, I mean, I don't know if he's necessarily going to be feral, but certainly without the metal in his body, he is that much more of a threat to Magneto because he's already stabbed him once, and that's back when he had like that weakness in his body. So if you take that out of him, what can you really do to stop him?
Keep him from procreating. Well, also that opens up the other thing. Is it possible you're going to get what X-23?
I think X-23 might be something a little bit too far fetched. The way they've been going with a lot of the storylines in X-Men '97, in the same way that they had it for the original X-Men series, they've really tried to stay true to like the comic timeline as
Mm-hmm.
far as like when things happen, what storylines are we going to work on with the characters, even the stuff that you've seen lately. It was still being done around that time in the late '90s that we are getting with this series. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're necessarily going to fling themselves too far into the future, unless they do something where if like Bishop or Cable or something where they go and have a time jump, like you usually see in anime, like think Fairy Tale when they were gone for 7 years and all of a sudden they just reappeared. If they did something like that here,
Mm-hmm.
then that would give you the option of like
I hated
seeing
that.
X-23 or seeing some of the new mutants from the Xavier School, be able to expand on that. But if they're keeping everything in timeline, like they have were just like 6 months after the end of the original series, I think you'll probably get a little bit more late '90s people. I personally,
Mm-hmm.
I want to see more X Force and X Factor. I
Mm-hmm.
want to see those remnants. I want to see Excalibur. I want to see the X thread of
Mm-hmm.
what happens. But again, there's so much speculation because I don't know if Bo really thought, hey, yeah, this is going to be like a 3-4 season thing. I think he was just pretty much doing this one season as like a love letter, and however it ends, it will probably end on a cliffhanger, and we'll pick it up next season.
No doubt. Yeah.
But however it ends is probably how he thought he'd be able to go out on it.
In the same way that he did.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think anyone expected him to get fired, but
Yeah.
hopefully he gets rehired.
I don't know. Usually, I don't think Disney really does that much. The general rule of thumb is that no.
They did with James Gunn. They fired him and then brought him back to the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's true. But then he was like out and he went to DC anyway. So
Right, but he
True.
still honored his contract. It's not like he screwed them over with the
well,
final movie.
he honored his contract, but that doesn't mean he's necessarily happy with it.
Well,
I
I
mean,
don't
remember
think
Disney dragged him under dragged him through the mud.
But he's
You still have a
also
contract.
he's been in talks with Kevin Feige to work on projects together. I mean, I
Mm.
don't know. It seems like they have some still, even all that happened, they still have some kind of thing.
I blame Bob Iger.
Mm. Not Chapek,
Him and his
who got fired on a Sunday in the middle of an Elton John concert.
dude. I say what you will. I can guarantee you, Bob Chapek would be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you do whatever you want on the side. Just bring in that good."
Dude, Chapek has to be so validated at this point because
To a certain extent,
because he took over for Iger. They kicked him out, and then basically he's what and then Iger, has been struggling immensely ever since.
Now, bringing up what Ricky's been saying, Rob, you're better off with the comics than I am. Is there any other like late '90s X characters
Mhm.
that we could possibly get in either this episode or next season outside of Onslaught that we've obviously talked about, but would still be like within that late '90s timeline?
See, besides the people we've already said, and I know we've obviously said Apocalypse, which could be some kind of reference where we're going to get the Four Horsemen,
Mhm.
because there is, because in the comics, Wolverine becomes a horseman, and that's how he gets his stuff back. He gets
Okay.
You're right. I forgot about that.
because in order to be a horseman, he does stuff, and he didn't want Wolverine without the actual the word that starts with an A. That's not the bunnies from
Adamantium.
yeah, Antimanium.
They're just flipping through
Another
it.
one.
But yeah, you're right. You're right. Wolverine was a horseman at one point, and it's funny considering the first time we actually get to any Apocalypse in the original series, it's when he's turning Angel into
Mhm.
Archangel.
And so was Gambit. Gambit was a horseman too. That's how
Mhm.
in the comics Gambit was a horseman too. And we've also, that may be how they bring Gambit back.
Makes sense.
It's
Nobody.
a possibility. Some like twisted version of Gambit that maybe has like
Yeah.
no memories or something.
So I
But the
mean,
minute he sees Rogue, he's like, "Oh my god!"
The power of
Well,
love. It's a curious thing.
Now, here's another question. Just predictions and everything. Who else is gonna die?
well, like I said, I think Wolverine is going to be dead for the rest of the episode. I don't like you said how they haven't really focused on him much in the season. There's been little focus, but not as much. Like I said, I predict next season they're gonna focus more on his character, because unlike the actual movies that we have, the live action, they've never really focused on the whole of him becoming an animal kind of aspect. They kind of just skip it. And that's something we really haven't seen. They kind of just skim through it. You get a
True.
little
We've never
reference
seen
of it in the
feral
movie. So
Wolverine.
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Like every
his most
iteration of
powerful
X-Men.
form.
Yeah, whether it was
Yeah.
the Nickelodeon X-Men, X-Men Evolution on the Kids WB.
Right.
Wolverine's always been Wolverine. We've never really seen him change persona or anything. Except maybe in the original X-Men series where we saw future Wolverine back when his hand was lopped off and everything,
Mhm.
and he was
Right.
being Storm. But that Wolverine was a little bit more aggressive, but still never feral, never animalistic, never more like Sabretooth than he should have been. Which, oh my
Yes.
god, how have we had an entire X-Men series and we didn't see one bit of Sabretooth?
Yet. We never saw
Dude.
Juggernaut. Never saw Juggernaut either.
Well, no, we saw Juggernaut, but it was Morph playing Juggernaut.
Well, yeah, I'm saying no, but I'm not counting that. I mean, okay, you can say we saw Hulk too, but
We can't count Morph.
More Hulk, more Smash.
Dude,
Hmm.
how many different Avengers have they shown already? My God. Although it was said, Feige did say, no Avengers, no Deadpool. Those guys are off the table in creating the series.
Well,
Again,
what is Captain America not an Avenger?
he was.
he was, but
I
it
mean-
wasn't the Avengers.
But Captain
Okay.
America was also pre-established in the series to begin with, in season 5 of the original series. So
Okay.
keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be. Yeah, I don't see us seeing like Iron Man or Ant-Man and the Wasp or
Mhm.
anything of that
Okay.
nature.
Cannonball, Matter Eater. No, Matter Eater Led was DC, right?
Yeah, no.
All right.
Cannonball. We should see Cannonball. Cannonball was actually wasn't he in season 5 as well? That
He
one
might have
episode
been.
where Rogue ends up in like a country town and like he's like being persecuted.
For the most part, I don't really think a lot about season 5.
Oh come on! I know the animation was a little shite, but
Even some
it
of the
wasn't that
writing
bad.
was a little off. You know, I mean,
I
there was a
will
couple
say-
of
Because it was a season. I was like, they didn't expect it to happen.
yeah. I mean, I did like
It was-
Jubilee's hair and look in the 5th season. I thought that was better, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there was that one episode that had a fairy tale forest.
Oh God, I do remember that. Yes, that was like the story time.
Yeah,
I would like to see Toad.
It would be cool to see like some of the Brotherhood back.
Hmm.
Quicksilver, Avalanche,
Do you know what happens when
Pyro.
Toad really gets struck by lightning?
dude. Pyro was just like
Hmm.
I didn't know Pyro was foreign until that show. I thought he was just like a white guy with like
I
flames.
might get a little more Avalanche too.
Yeah, no, I mean the way they were able to actually establish some of the characterizations from the comics that for the longest time you may have not have thought about or considered, but they gave life, they gave personality and origin and backstory to these people, and it was like it's
Now-
doing exactly what the comics could, but in such a faster time.
So I was watching a video the other day. The whole Genosha. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Genosha.
Okay. And they were mentioning the actual people that got killed and stuff. And,
Mhm.
Sebastian Shaw was one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Surprised me there.
And I didn't realize that, So forget the question I was going to ask. Because I was like, do you think we'll see characters like Sebastian Shaw? But I'm wondering, can Genosha be reversed at all?
That's the
I
question
think
about
that's really
what
the big
people are
question.
trying to do.
Yeah, I mean they
What?
they made a reasoning as to why Cable couldn't do it, but we don't know if that's necessarily the truth.
Mhm.
It could be the machinations of somebody else or some other character outside of Bastion that's stopping that from happening. We can't necessarily
Deadpool.
take it on face value.
It's Deadpool. Deadpool has control.
Dude, no. Oh my god, if it actually turned out to be that. Oh jeez. By the way, Scott just taking a quick break. But just to remind you folks, we are counting down to 3:00 when episode 10 will premiere, and we will go ahead, we will queue you up. This way you're watching right along with us. For the next 10 minutes or so, we're pretty much just talking predictions, what you thought of the show. So do feel free to chime in and let us know your thoughts. Do you think you know what's going to happen tonight, this morning, whatever time it is in your state or town? I don't know. Technically, it's still yesterday over in California on the West End. So,
Well, I'm
Don't
still
want, right?
I'm refreshing it on this side repeatedly to see if it shows up yet. It hasn't.
oh no, I've done that back when the live action shows would premiere. They are meticulous.
Mhm.
It is not going up until all clocks hit 3.
I know. What else I got to do though?
There's been some episodes that dropped before the actual 12 o'clock. They released before at 51 and 52. I don't know if it was exactly like the Marvel shows, but one of the shows, it may have been like the Mandalorian or something like that. I just remember me watching one of the shows and they released an episode like 9 minutes early.
It's possible.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, and I don't remember what show because that's been a couple of years, obviously. So we've had all these streaming networks for the last couple of years. But some of them have released episodes earlier than expected. But you're right. Majority of the episodes are strict. They're strict about it, putting it right at. And announcement at 2 o'clock, Rob will head out and then he'll come back.
What's that?
I said I'm heading out when it actually hits 2 o'clock my time, so I can watch the actual episode because I don't have the other device.
So you're going to be leaving us then, is what you're saying?
I'm gonna leave y'all, and then I'm coming back.
Okay.
So
He's going to come back with a really big, expressive WTF.
Yeah, it's weird. Actually, it looks like he's wearing an ascot today. I know it's not. I know he's not.
Well,
but
Oh,
Well-
that's not an ascot.
I know
Not
it
an
looks like it.
ascot.
Well, what's funny is I'm wearing my scrub because I don't want my work uniform in the video.
Fair enough. So
So basically,
Yeah,
I'm
but
wearing.
that
Well,
work
I didn't
uniform
want
is.
to say
those are
shirt.
your scrub. That's a nice set of scrubs, man.
Yeah, this is a scrub guy. It's Mickey Mouse.
There
Oh,
you go.
no, not me.
There you go.
Yes, there we go.
Yee.
So, like somebody said, this looks like Disney on acid.
Well, not
does-
acid. That
He does
definitely
look
like
like a
shrooms.
freaky Mickey.
Yeah, those are shroom
Um,
colors.
Speaking of Disney, see, even the mouse is here.
Yeah, he needs to watch over his property so this way he can check on all the money he's making.
Yeah, and I love the troll. There's this troll network that's like Cosmic Book or something, and they like made a post today saying that this is the most terrible ratings of a show, and that Echo did better ratings than X-Men '97. I'm like,
Oh
no,
my
they're
god.
joking.
Well,
I mean, okay. Personally, I haven't watched Echo, but I can't imagine that it got bad reviews. I'm sure it got decent. It's just at that point we're kind of like circling the drain as to what the audience wants to watch.
You may want to
Oh.
refresh.
Copy
It
that.
up.
Hold on.
'Cause I just got a tweet saying that it's starting.
Nothing on my end.
Not here either.
Oh wait.
That
No,
might just be them being like, "Hey, get online now."
Yeah.
Well, but I'm just I follow a certain YouTuber. His name's Emergency Awesome, and he does reviews on all this stuff. So he may get early access because he does the reviews. But he just tweeted saying that starting now, video will go up soon. So that's the only reason why I said refresh.
No, it's still 3:00. So,
Oh wait.
but here's the funny thing about this. Now, as you mentioned, Echo, I know Good Morning America, or GMA3 in this case, because ABC is owned by Disney, they would routinely bring in, as guests, characters from Echo or Mandalorian or all of these Disney Plus series. But they never, ever, ever, ever did anything with X-Men '97, which adds to my credence that they're not really focusing too much about it because it's not important enough.
I don't think they think it
Which
would make the money that it has.
What's that?
Because sorry.
No, go ahead, Rob.
Surprising.
No, good.
Rob, speak. Honestly.
No, you go.
Oh my God.
I didn't say nothing. You go.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go. So
Okay, you go.
in this case, just to break the tension here, in this case, like I said, I've often had the belief that the reason why this worked, the reason why The Mandalorian worked, and say a lot of Dave Filoni stuff, is because of the fact that Disney was not really that involved in it. When they made it first and foremost, then maybe the executives got a little more involved with it, which is why Mandalorian 3 suffered, which is why Ahsoka suffered, because the execs were looking at it a lot differently. Obviously Mandalorian's a great example because in Boba Fett, because they put so much hype into it, and then Grogu suddenly goes back with Mando. He left at the end of season 2. So X-Men '97, I think the reason it's thrived is because frankly Disney hasn't cared about it.
Well,
Yeah,
to be fair, there's not much they can do about it because this is its own entity. This is not connected to the MCU.
For now.
But
if the Mayo was out and then basically this continues to climb the hype train, and then you have season 3, you might get the execs a little more involved in this, who change the system, change the format, and honestly destroy the series.
And if they
Kevin
do,
Feige,
the fans will riot.
Okay, let me just say one more thing. Doctor Who episodes 1 and 2 combined got 5 million viewers in the UK. They're one of their flagship shows, got a combined 5 million. Disney supposedly paid about $125 million for Doctor Who to put it on Disney Plus. I am dying to see what the ratings are on that.
I actually haven't even watched the episodes myself, and I'm a Whovian, but I've just had so much going on that it's like,
well, yeah,
now that I know it's on streaming and it's easy to access, as opposed to back when it was originally premiering, and it's like if you missed it that night, good luck trying to find it.
But I posted the, in our chat, I posted the ratings in the UK from like, Jodie Whittaker's last season to now. And it's just, even with Nguti Gatwa.
Shruti.
Well, yeah, him. Oh, there's an N in there. So it's got to be. Is it
No,
Chuti?
I mean, yeah, that's how you pronounce it, Shruti.
All right, good to know.
Yeah, basically, N is silent. The C is like a shh.
Bob Jones. It's easier. I can work with that. So,
But again, I mean, I hate to say it, but going with someone like Shruti, it is as much of a dynamic change as, say, when they went to Jodie Whittaker, because
mhm.
you have great tradition with going with a doctor that has not looked like any of the other doctors prior. And
But you can't attack the fans. That's what they keep doing. Don't tell the fans to go eat, go play with grass or go look at grass or touch grass. Sorry.
that's yeah.
Yeah. Fans for the most part are broke. You have to earn their dollar now.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't say anything about the season yet, but that's because I haven't watched the first 2 episodes. I know the 3 mini movies back with Tenet when they introduced Chutis, and I liked it so far, but can't say anything on that. That's the thing. It's like every time they've tried to do something with the Doctor Who, it's pretty much jumping from whatever the history has been. It's always like reinventing itself. Whereas taking place something like this, like X-Men 97, it's not really reinventing the wheel or reinventing the series. It's actually taking it to its logical conclusions. It may be a little bit more dramatic and it might be a little bit more heavier in content. But I do believe that eventually, if X-Men went on Fox and season 5 wasn't season 5, we would have probably been getting something like this.
Could have been. I mean, at that point, I think, didn't Batman go over to WB at that point?
Yes.
Right about that
part
time,
of
yeah.
Warner Brothers. And then after shortly finishing up its seasons, that's when the art style changed. It was a little bit more smooth. You
It looked
got
a
the
lot closer
Batman and Robin
to
Adventures. Oh, no, wait. It was New Adventures of Batman and Robin. Then it was the Batman Superman Adventures. And then Justice League. And that's how it all
or
started.
Batman Beyond, yeah. But
Oh,
yeah,
Batman Beyond,
it more mirrored the animation style of Superman.
Right.
No. Which honestly, it's funny how easily.
But see, there you go. You have something that I'd say in the first few seasons of Batman, you had something that was already dark and had its dramatic moments. It wasn't until Warner Brothers went ahead and said, like, hey, we're taking you and we're pulling you over to this network. And then you see it get a little bit more cartoony.
But you also have to have something that balances out. You can't just have all darkness. Like you had the goofy 90 movies of, like the Arnold, and then you got the serious series of the Batman animated series, and then you got a little goofy, and then you got Batman Beyond that was a little bit more serious, so it evened itself out.
By the way, we are at 2:59 at this point per my clock. It still hasn't clicked yet, but okay. Rob, if you want to pop out.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. We are in the dead sense.
I feel like basically it's watching with like Ryan Seacrest and the balls dropping.
Yes. So Rob's going to sit out. He will be joining us after the episode once we have completed it. He will be watching right along with us as the episode drops at 3 o'clock. We will cue you up with a 3, 2, 1 when we're ready to watch. So this way you time along with us. And yeah, so again, anybody that's watching along with us, definitely tune up your Disney Plus. We are waiting for it to show. Constantly going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Same here. Yeah, I've got 2:59, 47 seconds, 48 seconds on my computer.
Oh boy, they are taking it.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now it's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. Must be lonely. Aha! Hey, what? 43 minutes. Aha.
Oh, there it is. Yes. Okay, we have it.
All right,
All right.
I have the Disney Plus logo up right now.
Okay, give me a sec.
So let me jump ahead a tiny little tick.
Oh.
There we go. Previously on X-Men. There we go. I got X-Men 97. Previously on X-Men 97. So
Okay, so what minute are you at, or what second?
hang on a minute. 2 seconds. I can see most of it without glasses, or I should have put my contacts in, but
oh, damn it! I keep trying to like go back, but it's like the minute I try to pause it, it's skipping because it's like the skip intro stuff.
you want to put you tell me a time and I'll work with off you.
Okay, 3 seconds. So this way you
All
can
right.
actually give time to adjust.
There. Now I'm at 3, basically just Xing out. You're starting to see them all walking forward. So
Yes.
okay, so you're seeing Forge and Wolverine dead smack in the middle.
Yes. So
okay.
everybody, we are at 3 seconds. We are paused at 3 seconds, so this way you can all can time up with us. We're all using Disney Plus. We're all using the same platform, so it should be very easy to do. And we will start in about a minute once we are good to go. So
I will start when you are ready to start.
Okay. So everybody, you up?
43-minute episode.
Yes. We are starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. It's the X-Men. So, all right. So basically, right now it's just a recap of everything that's happened, pretty much the entire season. I did like Magneto when he was a lot more, when he was trying to honor the legacy. You had this deep feeling like he was going to revert back to cliched villainy in this case. But I really, really liked the bond, even that one scene where him and Scott are drinking coffee together. I thought that was such a cool scene. He's like poison, dark roast, and to see this come back, especially it would take something like a Genosha to make this happen, because he spared the humans originally. When they tried to kill him back in what was it, episode 3. By the way, I had a conversation with Guy, who voices Sunspot. We're going to talk next week. He will be coming on for a live stream, so we're going to actually have him talk a little bit about the season, what he's got upcoming. So Sunspot will be joining us. That's definitely happening. Talked to him yesterday or Monday.
Cool.
So
just seeing all the aftermath from episode 9, Storm hitting the water, Forge possibly crash landing. We don't know what happened with Jean after Cable got on her.
Yeah, but I do like the fact that Cable is in the new outfit, which they also made a small nod to the X-Men movie. Would you prefer black leather? And then here we have Wolverine losing some weight, shall we say? It's probably a quick weight loss there, I gotta say. And here we got the final intro of the season. So curious to see. There's a lot of question about basically, will Wolverine be in this one? Will Cable be in this one? So here we go. Typical intro. Rogue is still in there at this point. Gambit's still in that too. I guess you got to keep that the same way. There's been a lot of complaints about how Cyclops looks in the beginning of that opening. Jean's still here. Skipping Wolverine. Okay, going right to Storm. Oh no, never mind. Scratch that. I had it backwards. Wolverine in this case.
Yeah. So Storm's back in the black costume, obviously.
Yeah, but okay.
Good.
So far, Ashley hasn't changed any.
Beast is good.
Jubilee, Nightcrawler. I really dig how they had Nightcrawler in that intro.
Professor, sure.
Oh, hello. So.
Oh wow, throwback.
Yeah. Mostly the same. Oh, okay. I was gonna say Emma Frost and everything.
Well, yeah, that's Jean they've shown.
A couple of tiny tweaks on that. I know what to make the thumbnail when I put the intro up later.
I do find it very funny that they actually, of all the extra scenes that they could have added, they have that little throwback to back when Xavier and Magnus first started out.
We got a flashback to, I guess, World War II. That could be.
That's why you get the little scene in the intro.
Yeah. Wow, look at them.
They first have to fight with each other. They're waxing poetic against it.
So yeah, no, it's okay. So this is obviously before he lost the legs.
Right.
I think in this series, Magneto destroyed his legs, but I think it was a character called Lucifer. I think in the original comic. So, and is he drinking beer? Is he drinking beer?
Yeah, why not?
It's Disney. This isn't your daddy's X-Men series right now. So
Yeah, they've drank worse things on Mandalorian. This is
that is true, but that's Mandalorian. It's not like cartoons. You
fun.
don't usually see alcohol in cartoons generally.
Oh,
Camps,
they're actually talking to each other because they don't know each other are mutants yet.
I guess so. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's nice.
Oh,
That's nice. Hmm.
the
So
look on his face.
it says, "I'll show you. You show me yours. I'll show you mine." Yeah.
And the fact that
All
they're
right,
doing
well,
this with like soldiers within an earshot.
It's funny from an evolution standpoint. You have to probably admit that probably Magneto was right. Humanity
Yeah, but
still, does what humanity does.
well, humanity in the 20th century, sure. I like to think we're a little bit better now.
Now, okay.
Don't forget, these are people that actually lived through World War II, that had
Yeah.
to deal with the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. It wasn't exactly the best look.
Is this the psychic blast that that
Probably.
Xavier threw? Because why else would the flashback have Rogue? It's like,
Yes.
so this could be an instantaneous, one split second conversation, a split second in time conversation, but lasts for eons. So.
Oh, and Logan. Poor Logan.
Yeah. Not how I expected this to go. I expected it to be a pickup on what happened at the end of the last episode, but
Well, that's the thing. This is all happening inside while that happened
yeah.
outside.
I'm kind of like, stop talking. Let's see what happens.
Oh, bastard. Wow. They used the word bastard.
But so far, a slow start to this episode, I think.
A modest start.
Yeah.
Way to ease in after so much ridiculousness in the last one.
I think it's gonna basically come back with a crack, I'm guessing.
More than likely. Once the bond is broken.
Yeah.
And folks, just so you know, we are at 6:05 in the timeline. So go ahead, if you haven't caught up already, do so.
I did notice a mistake. Magneto is now drinking beer. He had scotch before. So
that's a chaser.
Yeah. Oh. There it is. Now we're back.
Oh.
Yeah.
You must be a couple of seconds ahead of me. I don't know how this always happens.
All right. Psychic
Just
blast.
The fierceness of seeing Charles crawl onto him.
Yep.
Forcing the will. After you see already Logan is just sitting on the side out.
And Magnus is pleading with him now too. And Charlie and Xavier's like, I'm not hearing any of that.
Oh, the beam to the head.
Yeah.
The echoes.
There.
Washing
over. I just paused a couple quick seconds. Silver Samurai. Oh, so
we saw him last episode.
The world is feeling this. There's okay. Now we got Iron Man.
Oh,
so
wow, and that is
Daredevil. Okay, dude, everybody's feeling
TV accurate Iron Man.
Yeah,
and that is Spider-Man accurate Daredevil.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
They are really
they're bringing all the cameos.
Strange. Oh my god, and he's actually doing medicine. Oh my god.
Built to die. Welcome to die. Neanderthal 2.0.
Oh.
What is this? This I'm not sure about right now.
That looked like Gene.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, so oh wow. Okay, Bastion kind of upgraded a little bit.
Yeah, he's got more. He's got most of Gold Squad at this point, so they failed.
And there goes the neuralizer.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm thinking maybe seeing Jean Grey go into the water.
Did he just knock out? Did he take out?
No,
his eye. Right, his eye.
No. There's a scar, but there's no blood around the eye.
Well, by the way, welcome back, Storm. Thanks
Oh,
for
God.
thanks for popping by. Yeah.
Actually using the word suicide.
Yeah.
Jeez. That is not YouTube friendly.
Mm. Mm. I'm still, like I said, in this case, I still really want to know what happens to on the other side of things, but I don't know. I mean, appeal to humanity. I don't really have any at this point.
Yeah, no, you've been robots since day one, man. So
Yeah. Operation Zero Tolerance.
right before she betrayed
Hmm.
you. Well, I mean, you didn't give her much reason not to betray you.
Yeah.
You really don't appeal to people's sensibilities.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Black
the
Panther
Black
with
Panther.
a cape.
Yeah.
Oh, that is classic right there.
Daredevil getting clocked right through a window.
You didn't see it coming.
Nah.
Oh my God, Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah,
Jeez,
Omega Red's even
Crimson
helping out.
Dynamo, Omega. They are pulling out everybody.
Psylocke, yeah.
Oh my God.
They are
An Alpha
really
Flight.
they are pulling out all the stops on this right now.
Ooh.
Oh,
The
this is
cameos.
nice.
Oh, the cameos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they are really expanding the universe.
Yep. I like it, but it's not over the top. It's not, it's showing the impact of all of this. Similar to the way the Phoenix Saga had it at the fifth episode where you had all the small cameos there too.
Right, but I mean, oh boy, like you don't expect it. You never expect
it. 200 times you went back in time. Madeline Pryor. Madeline Pryor, never Phoenix. Okay. Wonder if there's a clue into that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm guessing she's probably gonna pop out of that water as the Phoenix.
The one true future. What's that one true future?
Wow.
Okay. Oh wow.
You be talking too much ish.
Madeline returns as a Phoenix.
Yeah, there we go. That's a bird. That is a bird.
Pure delight on the face of
even Storm laughing is like, oh God.
I know, dude. Really.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, and given the way the series is, she might just flame right into the sun.
Yeah, true. They didn't sign up for all of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that as simple as it is? It's just Phoenix comes in and just like, okay, voila, problem solved.
I mean,
it's kind of a simple.
Why else do you have the Phoenix?
Kind of a simpler solution that I planned on. I expected to say.
Well, this isn't the final solution, obviously. This is just a means to an end.
Your master.
Oh, nope. By the way, if you're Sinister and you're messing with both of their minds, Madeline's and hers, how do you not do something about the Phoenix not showing up?
I feel that is a bit of an oversight, and that's where I feel like I'm not going to say it's cheap because I don't know enough yet, but that's like kind of an easy like Deus Ex Machina here.
Oh, he's getting torched.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Cable's back. Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, but it's Sinister. Oh no! Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's a shell of himself. Now that is fitting. That is some fitting retribution for more.
I'm not.
You're right. You are.
I'm not Jean. I'm Madeline. By the way, you left when we found that out. That basically I'm a clone. So.
So it came and it went all of a sudden. Now it's gone.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's what I'm
God.
saying. That was kind of an Deus Ex Machina sort of thing.
That's a bit much.
Yeah. Hmm. He's gonna rip his arm
Oh,
off.
not the arm.
Hmm. Ow. Ow.
Oh, and it slapped. Oh my God! Stop hitting yourself. What is he doing to the arm?
He's adding it to himself.
Oh boy!
Power up.
So now he's got an armor.
Yeah. Armor.
Oh my God! He's like a jacked up archangel.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a little surprised when he gets up there.
Yeah. Hmm.
Meanwhile, back on Asteroid M.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, it's gonna be a little awkward there too, because it's like, yeah, Rogue, you joined, him against us. Hmm.
So they're still in each other's minds, I guess.
Yeah. He mind wiped him, I guess.
As all people say when they get to a bar.
So we're about a little over a third of the way in at this point, 15 minutes.
Of course he's steady. He's too stubborn to die. Be the best of what you
Gene.
Oh.
Gene. Scott. Gene.
Your son's got one arm.
Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So I get the feeling he's not going to be able to do it in time.
Nope. And that brings out Onslaught.
Mm-hmm.
Because Onslaught came about from Professor Xavier's dark mind.
Right.
Yeah.
How fast are they going to really be able to do that, honestly?
Well, they are really, really smart. I mean, Cable's gift, mutant gift, is, science.
Well, I mean, forages. Yeah, he could.
Who did I say that? Sorry. God, I'm tired, though, man. So.
Which, again, by the way, folks, we are at 17 minutes now in the episode. So if you want to go ahead and get yourselves up, or if you've lost track, that's where we are.
And just like that, everybody's cool with Sunspot.
Oh, look at her doing like a Gambit joke with the cards thing. That's cute.
That's true. I missed that.
Subtitles, always.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just fascinated with the fact that how quickly they're just taking him back after
that. Well, I mean, there was like one little pin.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, my God, yes. Oh, my God. The love that she has for that man. I do declare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is just.
I was on to wonder how she would be in space, but I guess again, Miss Marvel powers. She's probably doing it fast enough; it doesn't matter. Oh my God, a Hulk slapping right in his face.
And it also brings back some of the stuff from the Dark Phoenix saga on the moon.
Uh-oh. You saw that face at the temple, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Oh mercy. Don't go too ham.
Don't go to.
Oh, she big man. What? No one said teleportation was a thing. It's
You know, like fling her into the sun.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Finally declared.
All right.
The sky is not on fire. One part of the sky is on fire. Calm yourself.
President Kelly with decisions to make.
Don't do it. Oh, that's a
King
T'Chaka.
T'Challa.
No, that's not T'Challa. That's his father. You can tell from
But
the
it was just that was a reference to it in this case.
Yeah.
The
Magneto
initiating the Magneto Protocol, which is that, and Captain America is very sad.
Well, yeah, you don't want your country that you're like always rah sis boom buying for to take the wrong side. Maybe this is when he becomes nomad. Who knows?
See dark pain.
The emotional.
Maybe Onslaught fights Apocalypse. So,
I mean, at this point, after what we already saw Rogue go through,
yeah,
I can't think of who else. And all of his children are there. There was Polaris, there was Wanda, there was Quicksilver.
Yeah,
all of them on the boat.
Yeah, Magna was his wife.
Right. Uh-oh. Come on, just hug it out already.
I was gonna say, I feel like there's a Rule 34. There's a Rule 34 on this at some point. Probably already is.
In this case, you call it Rule 97.
So.
Oh, the emotional heartache here.
Yeah. The water's rising.
He's got PTSD like no one would believe.
100%. Yeah, this is a slower running episode.
Well, that's why you have the extra few minutes.
Yeah.
For this kind of pathos, you don't want to rush through it. It's like it's hard to think about now, especially considering anybody that still would have been like in the internment camps of World War II. How many of them are still alive at this point?
Well, yeah. Well, this is 1997, so I mean, World War II.
Exactly. But that's the thing. That's fresh in their heads still.
Yeah.
To this day.
But it's easy to forget that it's 20. In 2024 eyes, year 2024, it's a little bit more difficult. But yeah, back then it was only 52 years. Morph was referred to as a them in that episode, in one of the previous episodes, which I had no problem with. But it's like, yeah, we didn't really call anybody. It was just him and her back then. 27 years ago.
I mean, to be fair, Morph is a them. Like he's not even an original comic book character. He was made from the series, so
it's valid.
To an extent, he is more of an entity than he is a normal character. I mean, you could say technically, to an extent, Bastion is also a them.
Could be, yeah, a valid.
More robot than he is human.
By the way, I really like how nimble Cyclops is in this series, because even like the first episode, you use the plastic slide.
Yeah, no, I mean the way they actually have him use his optic blast, it's appropriate.
I really liked how they used that as a tool to move. I thought that's clever. But I do like Jubilee more in this series than the last one. She really annoyed the crap out of me in the last series.
She was a kid. She was the conduit for all the little kids watching the show.
Yeah, but now she's
Now-
a little more teacher. Go ahead.
Well, now everyone's more grown up. So
Mm.
even Jubilee's getting in shots.
Mm-hmm. Sleaze.
Oh my God. All right. Jubilation.
Yeah, we used words like
Yeah.
sleazoid back in the late 90s. Not proud of that. Ugh.
I
Wow.
guess the time to shot. Oh, yeah. That face was messed up for a second.
It's got Terminator vibes to it.
Yo, that's a bar. That is a quote. Oh my God.
Surrender.
Dude, your family sucks.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's them. They work
Hmm.
fast.
Hmm.
Oh, get
Yeah.
out of there, Beast.
Oh, don't you kill Beast. Don't you kill Beast. Though I am always in haste,
Abe.
I am never in a hurry.
Escape, furball.
Well, that's what Rob had said earlier. It's like, who's going to die? It's like, we never really discussed, could Beast die in this?
He is the future incarnate. I don't like that.
I feel like Scott's going to make a sacrifice here. I wondered if he was going to die.
Someone's got to make a play.
Yeah. Scott has the look like basically he's going to make a sacrifice.
Nope. He's just going to hurt him real bad.
What?
Oh.
Different.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Oh, man. This is the kind of thing you would expect to see in the comics, but you weren't in the TV show. Oh, man. Trying to affect your feelings. Dying duck. That okay.
Pickle. Magneto Protocol.
Uh-oh.
Well, this got more complicated. Oh, they hit.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Something needed to shake it all up. Otherwise, everyone was going to be touchy-feely.
Yep.
Can't have that in a show in the 97.
Extreme.
Just nothing but fire.
Hmm.
The vacuum of space calls to him. I mean, he could survive in space, right?
He probably
survive.
could. He's metal
Yeah.
cooler.
Oh, the explosion's a different story.
Now, where is that going to land, though, is the question. Because that's
If it's
massive
not
tidal waves. Ha!
Stretchy arms do help.
Jubilee's out in space. Kind of got no air out there. You know, I heard this up.
I mean, there must be enough in the sphere to make it work.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we're not even thinking about it.
So Scott is going to die. I almost said it before in the pre-show. Yeah. Tuh.
Leave it to Beast to come up with something cockamamie.
Sure. They're going to lose the Jet again. It's the fourth time this season.
I mean, Scott already lost his car, so why
Yeah.
not?
Hmm.
Besides, they got Nightcrawler with them. They don't need a Jet anymore. They're just
Hmm.
teleport.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh boy. Yep. Yep. I thought about it and I really wish I'd said something. That we know. Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. It could be a bait and switch.
Hmm.
I mean, how do you have X-Men without Jean or Cyclops?
I don't know. They killed off killed on both of them in X-Men Last Stand. Hmm.
Yeah, and that's one of the more reviled movies. So, say what you
Well, I'm
will.
saying that basically they had the chutzpah to do it, so it's possible here too. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, that's right. Jean can help with that.
Oh wow. Oh dude. Oh shit.
Oh, he's a better dad than Corsair. We'll give him that.
Although to be fair, Corsair didn't know that his kids were alive, so actually he still doesn't even know Alex is alive because Alex hasn't really shown up in the series.
Once.
Yeah, but I'm saying X-Men '97 has he shown up? I mean,
No,
Yeah.
97, no.
yeah, I had the one episode with Iceman where I always figured at some point maybe they'd find out they're siblings. Hmm.
And the fact that the theme is playing while this is going on.
Hmm.
Oh my God, Peter and Mary Jane
and Flash
Flash!
Thompson and Flash Thompson, which means, by the way, do you think basically Patrick Laborito could actually be Flash on this Earth?
Possibly.
He, by the way, we chatted. Yeah,
Poor Morph.
we're looking to chat with him again in July. Hmm. Oh boy.
Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Come on, come on.
Hmm.
Work those furry fingers.
Hmm.
Yeah, right now, if there is an onslaught, this is the only hope.
Yep. Onslaught might be the only thing that can stop this then.
Provided it's him and not just Xavier and
Hmm.
well, I mean, I really couldn't think of anything Xavier could do in this situation. It would have to be all Magnus.
Hmm. All right, home start to the episode here. Home start to the season.
Yeah, folks, we are at 32 minutes and 18 seconds at this moment.
Usually
We
it's
are
like four some minutes of credits too, so we only got like 8 minutes left. Hmm.
Yes, we know your dream. Come on, get through, get through.
Hmm.
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm. I think he's gonna go in for a kiss right now. Magneto.
Do it, do it.
There it is.
Oh, I mean, it still gets ripped open, but Oh yeah, he halted all of that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So much for the
Yeah.
Magneto protocols.
Yeah. And Magneto saves the world from the Magneto protocols.
Well, the fallout of the Magneto protocol.
Hmm.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh.
That wasn't
So
too
that's
much
all gone.
explosion though.
It wasn't an explosion. It looked more like
Oh.
a
Oh
temporal
wow.
rift.
Oh wow. Oh shit. Oh dude, is this how they're gonna?
Oh wow! I don't tell me they are doing a time jump.
They just
No, don't.
6 months later. And they say Grayson Creed is leading in the polls. Oh, Bishop. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But we do get a little more Bishop.
Yeah.
Good.
Hmm.
But yeah, they have it just like Days of Future Past with the billboard.
Well, it's good that Bishop returns.
X-Men are dead rodeo. Yeah.
They time jumped.
Yep.
Oh, I wonder if they're gonna go 2099.
Oh, so Bishop isn't even aware of who did it. But the time jump did happen.
All right. 3000 BC.
3000 BC.
Yeah, was when Apocalypse first appeared as En Salvanor. So this is a young Apocalypse right here.
Right, but is it only Rogue?
So I mean, maybe it got scattered through time. Yeah, she knows exactly who he is.
I mean, considering where she was fighting Bastion, it makes sense that they were in that area.
Yeah, this is the
But
birthplace.
they were pretty much over New York City when the asteroid went up.
Yeah, this is the birthplace of Apocalypse right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and 3960.
Hmm.
Well, it's definitely not the 2099, but
Yeah.
What was happening at this time?
I don't remember. Okay, so the four of them are there. And Magnet. Okay, wow. Most of them.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
Hmm.
In Salvador is going to have a lot of people to talk to.
Yeah. This is not how I expected this to go. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, this is some deep cutting. Oh, Ascani. He was flung that far into the future?
Yeah. Hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Do they make the connection or no?
No, I don't think they do yet. Oh dear. Oh, you suck.
To be continued. Yay. That's how you do it.
Oh, crap baskets, man.
Oh.
All right. I got to wait this out. We got to the finale one more time.
That was peachy. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through the credits to see if there's anything.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. There is after credits.
Who was there?
At 3811. Get to 3811. Oh, wow. There's after credits. Okay. And 30. Are you at 3811 yet?
38. Oh, there's post credit scene. Okay, yeah.
Yes. So at 3811, present day Genosha. Oh. What are we gonna see? Who are we gonna see?
Apocalypse. Okay.
Oh, so much pain, my children. Oh my God, Rob was right.
Rob was right.
Rob was
All
right.
right.
Oh,
I'm
he's
disappointed
gonna
by
love
that.
hearing
Actually, no
that.
offense to Rob. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's the same voice that does Professor Xavier,
Hmm.
Ross Marquard. He's doing Apocalypse.
But we still have characters that are out there that haven't been established, where they went. Wolverine, Morph, where are they right now? Storm, unknown.
Oh. Okay, so that was that was a little more surprising than I expected.
Yeah. All right. So
yeah, where'd Rob go? He was here before.
he popped in for a
There he
second,
is.
popped back out. So I'll give it a second.
There he is.
Oh God! You know what's gonna happen? I can already see the shit-eating grin on his face because he knows he's right. I don't want to do this. You know what? Hang on. Let me mute him first and then bring him in. There we go. Okay, this is the Rob I want to have here right now. Yeah, Rob can say as much as he wants because basically he can brag about himself as much as he wants because he's on mute right now.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. There. Okay.
Rob, why did you say anything? Why? Wow. Okay, so obviously the people who have been watching, they saw how Scott and I reacted. Let's start with Rob. Rob, what did you think of the episode?
Cameos to the galore.
Yes.
We
Wow.
were like, I kept thinking of Ryan's comment. There's gonna be no Iron Man, and then there was Iron Man, and I was like,
well, I thought they said no Avengers.
Well, yeah. My question is, the part where you see Mr. Fantastic, what was Mr. Fantastic doing there?
That was Morph.
That was Morph holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
He moved. Mr. Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yo, there's Reed Richards, but why is Reed Richards there? And then, oh my gosh, and then thankfully, I just heard your guys' conversation about the post-credit scene because I didn't see it. And then I heard you say 3811, so I went there and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know you popped on and popped back out again.
Because I was like, oh, I'm excited. And then I was like, oh, no post-credit scene. And then you're like, yeah, there is 3811. I was like, ah. And then that is how you do a season finale and you leave it on a cliffhanger. Oh my.
Massive cliffhanger. Massive.
All right. So, okay, Rob, I give you credit on that. You were correct. I was not. Congratulations. Well, I'm disappointed a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Well, my question is the Onslaught character. Can you explain a little bit more what Onslaught is? Because I don't personally know what that character.
I can actually answer both questions in the same way. Onslaught is the combination of the dark mind of Charles Xavier combined with the mind of Magneto. So the two most powerful mutants on the planet formed into one colossal mutant.
An amalgamation, if you will.
Yes. And
which they kept saying that they could have. So they kept hinting to it, right? Because they said our minds would be lost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. The constant connection between Charles and Magnus throughout the whole episode, they left it there where it could have ended up becoming the birth of Onslaught. Instead, which just making Magneto a little bit more like himself, which I guess there is a sentimentality to that, and maybe bringing in this other entity when obviously there's going to be the time jump. Wouldn't have played up so well. It's either you had to do one or the other, and they chose the time jump. So that means everyone has to stay as they are.
And with the time jump being the way it is, and then meeting young Nathan, it's got shades to me of like River Song right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right,
you see what, yeah. Because now you're meeting the kid out of order.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting to see what that future looks like. Obviously, there was the Akasi or the Asaki. I forget. I'm saying it the way Rob says adamantium.
I don't
I'm
know
not
that
saying it
character
perfectly.
though. So
That
Now
it's
the
a deeper cut.
question.
Hmm.
So they obviously most of the X-Men were thrown in the past. Most of the X-Men were thrown in the future. Could what the X-Men do in the past affect the future?
yeah,
That's
but
Future
it's
time?
possible,
something,
sure.
I don't know.
I
But
mean,
what
if
I
anything, they're going to need En Sabinor just to get back to the present, because as any X-Men fan knows,
Right.
we're looking at En Sabinor, the future apocalypse,
Mhm.
and in that time, he does develop his holding chamber, which allows him to be preserved and everything up
Mhm.
until his reawakening in the present day or past present day as it was. So
and
that's pretty much
also
like a bunker where they can all put themselves in.
and also Cable, his main enemy was Apocalypse the entire way through.
Mm.
This is just basically almost like, in some ways, like a side quest for him.
Yeah. And when they kept saying Sebastian, was that Sebastian Shaw?
No, no,
The
no, no.
guy that
Bastion is
Bastion.
Sebastian.
That is not
okay.
Sebastian's job.
Okay, I didn't think so, but I was getting mixed up
Yeah,
with
no,
the name.
no. Bastion is actually a truncated name for Sebastian.
Yeah.
Okay. Bastion. Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Because man,
Bob for Robert.
that's almost I loved what they did with him and transforming him. I was like, whoa, and then yeah.
Mhm.
This was
No, I
worth
mean, yeah, the
staying up
cameos.
until this was worth staying up. And yes, you got basically cameos to galore. You got to see freaking Daredevil. You got to see the Black Panther. You got to
Mm-hmm.
see some characters I didn't know that you guys probably could fill me in. Who were
Oh, there
like
was Alpha Flight, there was Psylocke,
Yeah.
Omega
who were
Red,
the people
Crimson Dynamo. Ooh.
who were the people that was with Daredevil? There was like two like
Oh, that was
super
Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and
I don't
Dagger.
know much about
Okay.
that one myself. So
Yeah,
That,
no. That's pretty much
okay.
they were showing how it was affecting every aspect of
And
Marvel
I
throughout
like
the
Mhm.
world.
the Omega Red. We got the Omega
Yeah, no,
Red
seeing Omega Red
cameo.
was hot. I forget who the woman was, but obviously everyone else was. That was like Marvel Russia. So
Mhm.
that was like over there. And then obviously
Um,
with Puck and
Yes.
Psylocke, I imagine that would have been Canada, maybe England. I forget, but
yeah,
it was definitely not America.
yeah.
Now
No, the
see,
amount of cameos that we got in this is more than we even expected. Like we said, there was
Oh,
supposed to be no
dude, not
Avengers
even that. The fact
and
that we
Doctor
had Peter
Strange.
Parker. No, there was Peter Parker, Mary Jane Watson, and Flash Thompson.
Mhm.
Wait,
Yeah,
where was that?
Yes.
when they were looking at the television screens.
Yep.
You didn't see the two in front, and then Flash is like right behind them.
No, so that means
They
Yeah,
could.
no, I mean they confirmed it back when they showed the Spider-Man cameo in the last
oh
episode.
yeah, but
Everything you're
we
seeing,
know
all the
him.
cameos, even the Iron Man suit is from the original
Mhm.
'90s Iron Man television show before it got connected to Spider-Man. The Reed Richards is definitely from the syndicated Fantastic Four that you was usually paired up with
Yeah,
uh, Iron Man when syndication, as well as Incredible Hulk.
Well,
Um,
now the
it's all connected. You don't need the MCU. The Marvel animated universe is its own damn thing. It has
right.
been ever since the '90s.
and also
The question is,
Iron Man also appeared in the Spider-Man animated series as well.
Right, but he had
right,
his own series
He
for
did,
like a
yes.
season or
Which,
two
by the way,
prior.
the second intro is fantastic. But in this
Yeah,
case here, Iron Man is canonical to the X-Men universe because X-Men and Spider-Man have their
yes,
own crossover too. So
especially
crossover,
with
to
Secret
crossover,
Wars
you know,
when they did the Secret Wars episodes, and Storm was brought in,
that
and
is correct.
Iron Man was brought in, and the Fantastic Four was brought in to help Spidey.
Yeah.
now the question is, do you show cameos like this? Like how I didn't catch the TV thing, but I also I didn't focus on the TV. You know, it was just so much was going on. Um, do you think that they did that to lead up where they may do a continuation with the Spider-Man TV show? And if
The-
so, I was gonna say, if so, then I guess you would want to ask the original voice actors that voice, like how
Oh
you
yeah.
said they showed Flash Thompson, which we've talked to him, and he's already said he wants to come back.
Not until July though. He's working a movie right now.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah.
saying in the interview that didn't happen, he said he wanted
Yeah.
to come back. and
But I
play
talked to him like 2 days ago too. You know, and
Yeah.
Sunspot, I mentioned this during the live stream. We will have the voice of Sunspot on probably next week or the week after. I talked to him. I guess now it's technically Monday. And yeah, he said basically touch base next week, but it is 100% going to happen. So
Awesome.
It's a good
But
taste
yeah.
being a nerd.
So
But yeah, there is not a doubt in my mind that they'll try to expand upon what they can, especially Spider-Man oriented, because you know Spider-Man's a cash cow for Marvel, obviously.
yeah,
So if they can do something with that and connect it all together, look, they're not shy about building universes and trying to combine IP. That's not the issue here. The issue is now we already see that season 2 is going to be very apocalypse heavy. You're going to have apocalypse in the past. You're going to
yeah,
have apocalypse in the present, and more than likely, you're going to have apocalypse in the future because you know we see Nathan, and we know that Nathan and Apocalypse are mortal enemies. So how long is this whole 3 time frame thing going to go on for? Is it going to be the whole season, or is it just going to be the first few episodes?
it's going to be probably the full season, just like when season 2 had the Savage Land, and Magneto and Xavier spent the entire season in Savage Land,
Because
and then
here's
they
Yeah.
all came together with Mr. Sinister at the end. That's what I think is going to happen.
because if they wrap it up in 3 episodes, to be honest, that'd be stupid.
But no, they're not going to.
Better
I think,
off.
remember, Bo DeMayo wrote this as 2 seasons, so he had the entire thing written out what the game plan was. So this is your season 2.
I hope they bring him back for season 3. I know he's fired, but with as much success as this is doing, I don't know. I just think if we get somebody else for season 3, they're probably going to look at it in a money aspect, and like
It's going to
you
be like
said,
season 5.
have a Mandalorian season 3,
Which was
yes.
terrible.
I don't know. Oh my gosh. What's great is you had all these cameos and they don't even have to talk, but you go, oh my gosh, because we don't expect to see Doctor Strange. You don't expect to see Black Panther. You don't actually, and Black Panther even had a line too. So that shocked me.
And it wasn't even T'Challa; it was his daddy.
Wait, that wasn't
No, that wasn't
T'Challa?
T'Challa. No, that was his father, T'Chaka.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You can tell by the gray in the hair.
Well, I wasn't too focused on that. I was just like, oh my god.
Well, I don't know what kind of comic book fan you are then, huh?
Well, you know what? You're kind of
Well, here's more importantly than anything else. This is something that
Okay.
we have to establish and we have to discuss. The Japanese voice cast. I need to know if they came back or not. Because, fun fact, the voice of Wolverine on the Japanese version of X-Men the Animated Series is also the voice of Mr. Satan. And I really want to see that. I want to hear that. I have the Japanese voice cast right now for the original X-Men series from 1992.
That
That's
is a
insane to
good
think
question. If any of them did come back, I mean, obviously most of your English voice actors came back, but that is a question. It's a good question.
I
Well,
actually want to
We
wonder.
would know from past episodes, wouldn't we?
Yeah. By the way,
Like, I wanna
Magneto
see what
also
kind of-
voices Shenron.
Yeah, I want to see what kind of actors they get for season 2 because aside from the new batch of voice actors who have done a phenomenal job and bringing back some of the old actors from the original series, you also did get some high-end actors like
Aaron.
Theo James
Mm-hmm.
as the voice of Bastion, who
Well,
in his own right is a very accomplished actor. You've seen him in The Gentleman, you've seen him in the Divergent series. He was one of the voices as part of Castlevania. So to get a name like him into something like this, that definitely added some weight, and I think it did very well considering the kind of person that Bastion was. You needed somebody that can have that gravity to their
Mhm.
voice and has that articulation. Now, we already saw in the credits, the voice of Professor Xavier is also going to be the voice of Apocalypse. Same
which
guy,
is
Ross Marquardt, who they've
yeah,
had on ever since he voiced Red Skull in Infinity War.
yeah, and
So,
he's Aaron from The Walking Dead, and
yes, that's how a lot of people saw him face to face.
we'll be seeing him at GalaxyCon in Oklahoma. So if I get to
Oh, good.
interview him, because we're doing press, I'm
Mm.
going to be asking him what did it feel like to be Charles Xavier, and what was your. I didn't really see much of a difference between the two Charleses. Did you guys hear much of a difference between the two Charles?
There definitely was a difference.
Because it's
Absolutely.
not the
Like if you're
original
comparing
voice
the
of
old one to
Charles.
the new one, there's
There
a
was a
significant.
little, yeah. I was okay with it because I mean, some of the actors actually died. The voice of the original Apocalypse in the '90s series died in 2000. He was Boltar in the original Battlestar Galactica. So
Wow.
he was gone. The voice of Magneto, who was supposed to actually be the original Magneto in the live action movie from 2000. But that didn't end up transpiring. But yeah, he was, I believe, offered the role. I did a video on it way back, like a year or two ago. But yeah, so some of them just they had to replace. Chris Potter obviously moved from Gambit over to Cable in this case. So because I think he just aged out a little bit. That's why they brought in AJ Locascio to be Gambit in this case.
Makes sense.
Also, I liked how we got we talked Monday about characters that come back,
Mhm.
and Bishop did come back. I
Yeah.
love
Yes, he did.
chemistry. I love how he's like, this ain't the first time we've had the talk. The X-Men are dead.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up that apparently Bishop still has the cognitive function to know. Oh well, this timeline's a
Well,
little
he's a
messed up too.
time.
So you
So
know that.
wouldn't he have? He time travels all the time. So wouldn't he have all the knowledge? Kind of like when Barry Allen goes to the past or future, he always has the knowledge.
I don't know. I mean, it's yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
that's usually been the case. I think well they showed it in the original series. I think there's like some
Yeah,
sort of device that they're
yeah,
able to put on them. So this way, it kind of like keeps them in like a
and I
bubble out of time. So
yeah, and
this way, things can still affect.
I like how Nathan was able to feel. He obviously didn't say, "Oh, those are my parents," but he's like, "I can tell these people are safe."
Mm.
And I like how even though he doesn't officially know their parents, that he was able to tell something about them was special, and that's what basically saved their lives.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't forget, this is now a Cable who has fully expressed his psychic power thanks to Sinister. So that probably like clicked a little bit something in his head to be like, oh wow, I'm feeling things that I wasn't capable of doing before.
I'm
Well,
talking about when he was a kid.
don't forget two things here. One, Kid Cable still has his arm, which obviously he's going to lose his arm sometime. Possibly, I'm going to say season 2. And
Mm.
two, he has a kid named John.
Oh
John
yeah,
hasn't
that's
been
right.
established in the series yet.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. The future part of this season that's going to be coming up is the tricky part.
Hmm.
You could basically map out how things are going to go on with En Salvador. You can figure that. And obviously, with Apocalypse, he's going to be getting his horseman, which Rob did call. Looks like Gambit's going to be a horseman, possibly. Um, but yeah, the future stuff, I don't know what's going to happen to that. I don't know if it's just Jean and Summers up there. I don't know where Wolvie is, Morphus, Storm.
Madeline
Uh,
Breyer.
we,
No, they
we
showed.
don't
No,
know. Yeah.
didn't they show Storm's on the other? I thought Storm was with Forge.
She's not. Nope. She's nowhere yet.
No. No, Forge is all by his lonesome.
Yep.
So
Okay.
as of right now, we got 5 in the past, 2 in the future, and 1 very stormless Forge hanging out with Bishop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's a
right.
mishmash.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Sorry.
So,
Yeah,
all right.
so obviously it's going to be interesting to see where everyone else ends up and how long it takes them to get back to the present and what kind of a present they get back to, because obviously Apocalypse is going to be doing his thing in the absence.
Hmm. So,
And technically, whatever they do in the past can affect the future.
Possibly.
mm,
Possibly. It's always tricky when it comes to X-Men and timelines.
Yep.
I think we saw that with Between Good and Evil, just working outside of time in that little nexus area where Apocalypse is storing all the psychics. There's a possibility that they don't necessarily need to adhere to MCU rules as far as
Mhm.
like fixed points, and that's not how time travel works. This is its own thing.
Well, quantum physics being the way it is, where he was at that point was probably 10th dimension. Where you have a singular point in time where you can access all timelines and all possibilities. I would say even possibly sixth dimension. I'm going to say sixth dimension, not 10th, because six would allow you to go at any point in any time, but within the confines of this universe. It's a complicated thing, but I always found, believe it or not, I found quantum physics fascinating as a hobby.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. That's
But
all
yeah,
I think.
sorry, I went off topic. I'm tired. So
No, I did have a quick thing that. So when we talked about the whole Deadpool thing, and I know how you said you
we'll probably
hope
wrap it up
that-
after this.
Yeah. All right. With the whole Deadpool movie that's coming out, I thought it'd be funny if, like how we mentioned, Ryan said something pulled Cable.
Keep them
What?
separate. Keep them separate.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're going to necessarily risk
No,
I
but
would
I
be
was saying,
so
blending one
pissed.
to the other.
I would have been so pissed if they decided to do a plug for a movie with this show.
Ooh.
I
was
would have
saying,
been fucking livid.
oh, never mind. I was.
No,
No.
I was
it's
saying,
fair.
Keep
To
your
be
stuff
fair-
separate.
he said something pulled him. It'd be funny if they show like Deadpool pulling the
No.
Cable.
No.
Keep them separate. Keep them separate.
No.
Right.
It's going to be something much more
It could
malicious.
happen.
I would have been really pissed off about that because, like I said, Marvel keeps hawking the next project with their previous projects. So if they used X-Men 97, as great as it was, to plug their next project, it would have watered down the end of the series for me, the season for me.
Yeah, no, it would have left a stink that I think a lot of people would have been very upset about. And I don't think they necessarily want to do anything to damage the potential popularity of that movie, considering it is the only one they have this year. And it's potentially the saving grace of this Phase 4, Phase 5 debacle that they've had lately. So
Debacle's
just
a good
go
word.
ahead and potentially mess up the one good thing that's going on at this moment, but potentially the one good thing that'll happen in the future. That's just bad ideas.
Yeah. No, but I like I said, let it be its own thing within its own animated universe. I mean, you want to make it part of the, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, fine. I can live with that one. That's fine because that's already established. But let it be with the animated world. Let Peter Parker, MJ, maybe the original voice cast of Spider-Man come back, which I think would be cool. If they brought in X-Men 2099, I think that'd be a really clever nod. And they might. I'd be very curious about that. So
Yeah, there were some good characters in 2099 that were based upon the spirit of Charles Xavier. So I mean, it's pretty much like not necessarily the next evolution, but it would be nice for Charles to see something that he
by the way, I
started
feel
that
bad.
actually
I feel like
grew and
Rob is
developed.
sulking now.
No, Rob's not sulking. He's working.
Okay.
He's at his
Okay.
job.
So
Which, while he's at his job, we need to get to sleep because it is now past 3:30,
No, I was just.
possibly 4 o'clock.
yep.
4:03.
No, I was
4:03
looking
here on the
something
East
up.
Coast.
No, it's all good.
So all right, guys. I appreciate the time. Hard to believe the season 1 is already over like that, man. 9 weeks of episodes and we're done. So
That was. I hope we get to do more stuff like this, and I hope there's
Maybe not at
series-
this time of day.
Well,
Probably
no, but I'm saying
possibly would day though.
I'm hoping there's another. I'm hoping there's another series like this that'll
Mhm.
make us want to stay up this late at.
Dude, I'm 48 years old. This took
I
everything
know.
I had just to get
I
up.
thought you were 84, but no, I'm just kidding.
I got like an hour and a half of sleep, got up, did this, I'm going to go back to bed.
Hey, I've had no sleep, sir. So salute.
Yeah, but you're half my age, so
Well, you're right.
All right. But for anyone that happens to be watching this while we are asleep on Wednesday, thank you for watching live with us. If you haven't watched live with us, obviously you have the whole thing to roll back, and we have the time stated as if you listen to us. First half hour is precursor stuff. Go into the episode. Last 15 minutes, we talk about the end. So we have it all set up for you. Go ahead, play it at your like. Comment below. Let us know what you thought of the episode. Did you like all the cameos like Rob did? Did you want to see Onslaught? Are you happy with Apocalypse? what were your predictions? What do you want to see for season 2? And we can always talk about that later on. But for right now, it's Z's time, not X-Men time. It's
Yeah,
I'm Rob,
it's
that's
napping time.
Brian, and that's Scott, and this is Stream Punk Entertainment.